I never imagined that one day I would have the opportunity to reach Antarctica, a continent that belongs to nobody, the most remote on the globe, the most fascinating. However, it's toward it that I'm heading. In my baggage, there's the Despera, a new generation telescope, ultra compact. The only one you can take with you to the other side of the world. Because my main objective is not on Earth, but beyond the sky, our star, the Sun. You may wonder why this justifies such a long trip. After all, the Sun can be observed from any place on the planet when the sky is clear. By the way, have you done it often? I mean, observed it in detail, closely? Probably not. You can sustain its brightness only for a few short seconds. It would be too dangerous for your eyes to linger on it. Special equipment is required to explore its true nature. The first thing you could easily notice are the dark spots that scatter on its surface. They are called the regions. There are few of them currently because the Sun is resting. Yes, our Sun is alive. Its activity varies according to a cycle of 11 years. Yet, what actually brings me to Antarctica is something much more spectacular, a cosmic ballet. A dance between the Sun and the Moon that causes a fantastic phenomenon. It happens rarely, and you have to be in the right place to witness it. The total solar eclipse. When the Earth, the Moon and the Sun are perfectly aligned, the Moon casts its shadow somewhere on our planet. A darkness of a few tenths of seconds occurs.
Le moment d'une éclipse totale est radical. Ça n'a rien à voir avec ce qu'on peut observer par ailleurs, que ce soit une éclipse partielle de soleil ou une éclipse annulaire de soleil. Moi, à chaque fois d'une éclipse totale, j'ai l'impression que quelqu'un dans le ciel éteint un halogène.
Such an eclipse is rare because the alignment must be perfect. The Moon passes between Earth and the Sun every 27 days, but its orbit is slightly tilted.
Ce qui est magique et paradoxal avec les éclipses totales, c'est que certaines éclipses totales passent au-dessus de régions extrêmement peuplées. Celle-ci, quand on regarde une carte, on se rend compte qu'elle n'avait lieu quasiment que dans l'Antarctique.
So here's the true reason why I am embarking on this long journey. But things will not go quite as planned. Yet for now, it's time to cast off. Sailing to the seventh continent is an adventure in itself.
Je commande pour la compagnie du Ponant depuis maintenant 17 ans à peu près. Et depuis 17 ans, eh bien, je me suis spécialisé dans la navigation polaire. Il y a l'Antarctique, effectivement, il y a ce fameux passage du Drake qui fait toujours peur, parce qu'effectivement c'est un entonnoir entre la Terre de Feu, le Cap Horn et la péninsule antarctique. C'est là, en fait, que les dépressions tournent autour de l'Antarctique sans rencontrer d'obstacles.
Finally, a relatively calm sea opened the way to us. Our plan was to observe the eclipse from the sea ice. Unfortunately, the news is not very good. The ice floe is too far away. We won't reach it in time for the eclipse. And the weather is not on our side either.
Quand on est monté à bord du commandant Charcot, on savait qu'on avait, j'ai envie de dire, à peu près une chance sur 3 de voir l'éclipse.
I wish I could pause the heavens and wait for better conditions. But above the clouds, the great cosmic clock is running, and nothing can stop it. "45 seconds of darkness came from nowhere. That's all we got. It remains an outstanding experience. And also, we have a consolation prize, Antarctica. Crossing the Drake Passage was a simple formality, yet now, the ocean is raging. The calm finally returns after 2 difficult days, and the Antarctic Peninsula now revealed itself in its sparkling purity.
Antarctica doesn't belong to anyone. There's been a treaty that has been signed by more than 40 countries. This treaty claims that Antarctica is open to anyone who wants to come, and you cannot forbid someone to go.
Even though Antarctica is open to everybody, approaching it represents a real challenge, not within reach of the first comer.
Il y a des cartes qui sont effectivement un petit peu moins précises parce qu'en fait personne ne s'y intéresse. On peut aller explorer, on peut aller cartographier des zones qui ne le sont pas.
Helicopter recon, satellite image analysis, significant means must be deployed to find a safe path among the tabular iceberg's base. And at some point, to get even closer, it's necessary to break the ice.
C'est un navire d'exploration, un paquebot avec une coque qui n'est plus une coque renforcée, mais bien une coque brise-glace. On peut descendre plus loin, passer des ceintures de glace, eh bien on était, on va dire, quasiment en terrain incognitable.
It's now time to explore further and to meet the locals.
So Antarctica being so different from any other continent, obviously the wildlife in Antarctica has to be. All mammals you find here are marine mammals. There is no land mammals in Antarctica. Here in Antarctica, everything depends on the sea. That's where you find the food.
Antarctica also has another feature that can only be found in polar regions. Long months without daylight, followed by long months without nights. From October to March, the only visible star in the sky is the Sun. The Earth's rotation axis is tilted on its orbit, and during the winter months, the South Pole is always oriented towards the Sun. The nights turn into endless twilights, and the white continent becomes the flaming continent. Antarctica was discovered only 200 years ago. Covered by a layer of ice that reaches 4 kilometers in some places, it still hides its greatest secrets, what lies underneath.